Good morning, respected Miss and my classmates. My name is Laura Boiralte from 5th semester C&D Department, St. Mary's College. My topic for today is poultry, and I'll be talking about the composition, storage, selection, processing, and nutritive value of poultry. The poultry meat is considered as light meat as compared to red meat. It is economical, easy to prepare, and easy to digest. It has a number of desirable nutritional and organoleptic characteristics. It contains a high percentage of protein with all amino acids required for growth. The fat content is less enriched in unsaturated fatty acids. The cholesterol content is quite low as compared to egg and is also a good source of vitamin B, B complex, and minerals like calcium, phosphorus, iron, and copper. Composition of poultry. The gross poultry meat composition includes water, protein, fat, calcium, phosphorus, iron, copper, and other components to eating quality. Poultry meat has high content of protein, that is around 21%, and fat 4.5%. There is less fat on the meat of young chicken compared to aged chicken and hen. Fat content is influenced by feed, breed, and species of poultry. Moisture. The moisture content of meat in broiler, roaster, and hen are 71 to 74%, 66%, and 56% respectively. In general, younger birds have higher moisture to skeletal muscle ratio as compared to other ones. Protein. Poultry meat is highly rich in protein and regarded as a concentrated source of high quality protein. It is higher in protein content as compared to red meat. Cooked poultry meat contains 25 to 30% protein depending upon the part of the carcass and the method of preparation. Fat. Broiler has less fat than roaster and hen. The fat content of poultry meat also divides upon the part of the carcass. According to Scott, in 1956, the cooked turkey skin contains 33.8% fat, and breast meat contains 6.7 to 8.3% fat. Cooked chicken meat contains only 1.3% fat. Poultry meat contains a higher proportion of unsaturated fatty acids than the fats from red meat. The proportion of desirable essential unsaturated fatty acids, that is oleic and linoleic acid, is more than 60% of the total fat. Carbohydrates. Small quantity of carbohydrate in meat provides texture and eating quality. Conversion of glycogen to lactic acid during post-mortem aging determine the pH of the meat and influence water holding capacity, firmness, and color. Vitamins. Poultry meat is a good source of many vitamins such as niacin, thiamine, riboflavin, and ascorbic acid. Minerals. Poultry meat constitutes nearly 1% of essential minerals like iron, copper, zinc, and selenium in significant accounts. Now, storage of poultry. Fresh poultry can be stored for 3 or 4 days at a room temperature below 3 degrees Celsius. Game birds, meaning any bird hunted chiefly for sports, can be stored in the same way, but they are best used within 24 hours. Poultry is best kept on the bottom shelf of the cool room, which is the coldest area, and arranged on drip trays to catch the juices that seep out during storage. These trays should be cleaned regularly as a part of ongoing kitchen hygiene. When storing specific portions, do not remove the packaging until just before you are ready to use. Before you cook Before you cook the whole bird, such as turkey or chicken, rinse out the cavity with cold water and pat it dry with kitchen towels or paper towels. If you are going to roast the bird, leave it uncovered for an hour or so before cooking to dry out the skin. Thus will help the skin crisp up during cooking. Leftover poultry, meat, stuffing, broth, or gravy should be refrigerated immediately and stored not longer than 1 to 2 days. Leftover stuffing should always be removed and refrigerated for uh, frozen separately. And this picture indicates how they store poultry meat. Selection of poultry. The way in which poultry is cooked has a bearing on the cost of the food. For example, a young tender bird prepared by a wrong method not only is a good dish spoiled but a waste of expensive material. Likewise, an older bird which has more flavor but tougher tissues is almost impossible as food if it is not properly cooked. Both kinds make appetizing dishes and do not result in waste if correct methods of cooking are followed in their preparation. The selection of any kind of poultry should be used as food is a matter that should not be left to the butcher. Rather, it should be done by someone who understands the purpose for which the poultry is to be used. Now, moving on to the processing of poultry. There are 8 main types of processing of poultry. That is number one, uh, suckling. Poultry meat processing is initiated by hanging or shackling the birds to a processing line. Birds are transferred from coops or transport cages to a dark room where they are hung upside down from shackles attached to an automated line. Number two, stunning. There are two types of stunning. The first one is electrical stunning, and in electrical stunning, it delivers a current through the water bath to immediately create a state of unconsciousness. For a complete stun, birds must receive a particular electric exposure for a specified time. An effective stun will cause the bird to arc the neck, hold the wings tightly to the body, sometimes result in body tremors, and will render the bird unconscious immediately and lasting until the bird has been killed. The current should be compliant with minimum recommended current or bird. And the second one is controlled environment stunning process. Here, birds are immersed into an approved gas or mixture of gases, that is carbon dioxide, in order to displace oxygen and render the bird unconscious. And the third point is bleeding. After stunning, the birds are passed through an automated knife that makes an incision on the neck to cut the major blood vessels in the neck. With the carcass hanging upside down, the major blood vessels cut and the majority of the blood in the carcass will exit. Uh, this picture shows the process of poultry. Number one is suckling, number two is stunning, and number three is bleeding. And for the fourth point, scalding. Scalding loosens the feathers to facilitate their removal. Carcasses are submerged into the scalder that contains water heat from 125 to 150 Fahrenheit depending upon the type and age of the poultry. This high water temperature serves to loosen the connection of feathers to the skin. Number 5. Chilling. The carcass temperature must be reduced to prevent microbial growth. Submerging the carcass in an ice cube uh, in an Ice bath is the most common method of carcass chilling. Carcass can also be chilled by air chilling. Air chilling occurs by passing cold air over the carcass. This is more expensive process, but some customers are willing to pay more for air chilling. Number 6, cut up and deboning. Cut up Cut up open times include removal of the breast, thigh, drumstick, and wings. Deboning refers to the removal of bone from the cut up meat. Breast and thighs are commonly deboned. Number 7, picking. The pickers remove the feathers of the carcass, and the feet, head, neck, and all glands are removed. The head is cut and removed, and the oesophagus is exposed. And for the last point, evisceration. This refers to the removal of internal organs. The inedible viscera contains of the spleen, lungs, esophagus, intestines, and reproductive organs. These pictures show the process of scalding, chilling, and cut up and deboning. Nutritive value of poultry meat. Uh, Meat from poultry contains several important classes of nutrients. It is low in calories in comparison to other types of meat. The calorie content of meat from different birds is as follows. In broiler, 100 calorie per 100 gram. In rooster, 200 calorie per 100 gram. And in hens, 100 calorie per 100 gram. And in ducks, 220 calorie per 100 gram. And in turkey, 270 calorie per 100 gram. Poultry meat provides all essential amino acids in balanced proportion required by human body. Chicken meat with low fat provides all the essential fatty acids. It is a source of both saturated and unsaturated fatty acids. Due to low energy value, chicken meat is a good food for weight control diets. The cholesterol content of meat and egg is in turkey breast 8 to 15 mg per 100 gram, and in egg yolk 404 mg per 100 gram, and in poultry meat 60 to 90 mg per 100 gram. Poultry meat is rich in niacin and moderately rich in thiamine, riboflavin, and ascorbic acid. It is a good source of iron and phosphorus. Half of iron in meat is present as heme in iron, which is well absorbed compared to only of iron from plant food. It also enhances absorption of iron from other foods. Due to high biological value and easy digestibility, it is a choice food for aged person and children. Uh, Coming to conclusion, poultry meat is tender with mild flavor and is easily digestible. Primarily, it contains water, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, and a little amount of carbohydrate. It contains a higher proportion of unsaturated fatty acids than the fat from red meat. It is a concentrated source of high quality protein that is first class protein because these proteins contain all the essential amino acids in balanced proportion. Further, it is a good source of many vitamins, especially B vitamins and essential minerals like iron, copper, zinc, and selenium. It is cholesterol content its cholesterol content is low. Poultry meat is low in calories and is suitable for weight control diets, convalescent, and elderly people. And with that I end my presentation. Thank you.